Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel, and this is your tip of the week. I'm going to go over some of your heavy-duty elastic. And you want heavy-duty elastic when you're focusing around the waistline. If you're making a gathered skirt or a belt, you want something that's going to stay stiff and not twist and bend and curl. So as you can see, they come in a variety of widths. Mostly you see it in black and white. If you go out to maybe like Etsy.com or even on Amazon.com, you'll see the elastic in different colors. So this isn't the only two colors. You'll also see you can get it in giant rolls like this. So if you do a lot of elastic work, it's cheaper to buy it in larger quantities. Now the reason why this is the way it is you could use this for a belt, making your own custom belts. And then the reason why you want this kind of elastic, and this particular type comes in a variety of widths, a lot more. And this is what I would use in, let's say, a gathered skirt, if I was going to make a casing. They come in different types of packaging. Some are just wrapped with a little bit of paper. Some come in a little container like this. You can also find more decorative elastic, and this is nice if you want it to show on the outside, and I'll show you a sample of that in a moment. And this I got off the internet. This is silver metallic, and this is gold metallic. It's very shiny. I also found this by Dritz. It's a narrower elastic. So let me show you an example of how you could use this. This is a circle skirt, and this is actually stitched on the top side of your fabric. It's also called right side. So I'm going to open this up so you can look at the underside. So here is where it's stitched on. So on this circle skirt, all it is a great big hole in the center of the skirt. I finished off the fabric here by sending it through my serger, so it bound the edges. But if you don't have a serger, then you would do one of your sewing machine overcast stitches first. Then you would place your elastic on the top side and stitch down close to this elastic. Now, when you're bringing the ends of the elastic together, you actually do that before you stitch it on your circle skirt. All I did was stitch it together, fold the edges open, and then stitched along here to hold this piece flat. Now, if you're using the non-decorative elastic and you're going to put it in a skirt, in a casing, again, make sure that it's heavy duty and it's specifically made for this type of a project. So I'm going to go over the steps of making the casing and taking you through the process of it. It's not difficult at all. So this is just my pretend skirt. You're going to fold the raw edge of the fabric over about 1/4 inch and press it. Then place your elastic down, because you want to figure out where you're going to place this top edge. So you want to fold it over and just move your elastic around till you have it in a place that you want. Now, you don't want the casing really tight. Here's for instance the edge of my elastic. I can feel it back here. So you want to leave a little bit of space so that when you insert the elastic, it's easier and the fabric will spread out much nicer when you're wearing it. So you take your fabric after you've determined how wide you want it to be. Then, of course, place pins across all the way around the top edge of your skirt. Now you're going to leave a little hole that you're not going to stitch on. So you would, let's say, start here, back stitch, stitch all the way around the top edge of your skirt, and then I usually, here where I want to stop, I'll put 2 pins, and then back stitch here. Then take your elastic, put a safety pin at the end of the elastic and insert it in and feed it around through your casing. Then when this end of the elastic comes out and around, you still should have some of this sticking out. You always want to leave a little bit. So then you're going to remove your safety pin, bring the 2 edges together, and stitch them. I usually overlap the ends so that it stays flatter, and then stitch a little square around that area. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tip of the week and that you learned something new, and it's taken a little bit of the fear out of working with elastic and making a casing. Now, if you're interested in other sewing tips of the week, I have over 100, I think over 150. There's a lot of great information. It's very helpful. It's like going and taking a sewing lesson at a major university. You learn so much. So make sure you check out those other tips. Also, there'll be links to other projects down below, especially if you're interested in the circle skirt or making a skirt with a casing on it. I'll take you through the whole process. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and make sure you check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.